A world built on horror, edge, but worst of all, early 2000s angst. This is the horrors of Marvel's so-called Ultimate Universe. Now, at first glance, these comics may seem normal, your standard Marvel affair, heroes, villains, Spider-Man, but it's when you look a little closer between the pages, you'll see what all went wrong. But before all that, let me tell you how this universe came into being. It starts in the late 90s, when good old Marvel found themselves going bankrupt. They had to sell the film rights to Spider-Man, the X-Men, and other such beloved characters, just to stay afloat. But during this time, a man by the name of Brian Michael Bendis and an artist by the name of Mark Bagley, the two had come up with an idea. What if they rewrote Marvel's biggest character for a modern comic audience? The book was a really big success. It's actually pretty good. So Marvel Comics decided, well, why don't we do this stuff for our other characters, like the X-Men and the Fantastic Four? And what about those Avengers guys? But instead of Avengers, what if we call them the Ultimates to better fit with this weird Ultimate theme they have going on? Now, this is where the story goes from a pretty standard comic affair to the absolute trenches of insanity. We start the book, Ultimates #1, in Nazi-occupied Germany. We see Captain America shooting up Nazis, your standard Captain America stuff. He beats up the bad guys and becomes a good old bomb pop. He then awakes on a hospital bed a couple decades later, Nick Fury. And you'd think Cap would be a little disoriented for a few minutes, hear Nick Fury out about being in the future, a lot like the first Captain America movie, or even the original comics where he was woken up by the Avengers. But Cap realizes something. Nick Fury is black. Holy shit, the Nazis won. So Cap starts beating the shit out of everybody on board trying to escape. As everyone tries to explain to him, this is just the future. And I get it. I get what they were trying to do. They were trying to modernize Captain America because, you know, a white man from the 1940s or 30s probably wouldn't be, like, too open to these kind of things. But this is Captain America. Cap is meant to be what America should be, what America should strive to be, and not what it is or what it was. And so it's kind of a huge disrespect to the character to make him like so unopen to these kind of ideas. To be fair, he does eventually get it. He understands what Nick is saying, and he accepts that a black man is a high-ranking officer. Finally took him long enough. And, you know, the book is pretty normal from here until a few issues go by and we get introduced to this universe's version of the Hulk. The Hulk in this universe is a very different kind of monster, but we get introduced to him and all of those guys, and he's in a relationship with Babe Brandt, but she leaves him, and that makes Hulk very angry. And also, well, I'm just gonna let him say it, but yeah, they really fucking did that. So the Ultimates try and take him down, and Hulk is just wipes the fucking floor with Cap, Giant Man, Iron Man. He's beating the crap out of him. And Wasp tries to distract him in a very unique way, to say the least, but oh my god, like, why the fuck did they do this? I genuinely don't understand what the point of the 2000s, I guess. Woohoo. You know, and this makes Hulk even hornier than he already was. They made him a fucking freak in this book. So he wants a piece of Wasp, so he chases after her for a bit. But Thor decides to beat the shit out of him with well, I don't know if it's Mjolnir in this book, but it looks like Stormbreaker. And Hulk sits there. He looks at Thor, gives him a smile, and says,
"Nah, Thor's hammer make Hulk horny."
What the fuck were they smoking when they wrote this book? Like, genuinely, this entire book is a goddamn fever dream, but after a little bit, they finally beat him up and he's taken down. You know, a lot of people will say the Hulk is a menace, but Hulk is a very different kind of menace in this book. Like, he's not oh, that guy's such a menace, he's so cool. No, this is like a menace that you shouldn't let near your children. But alas, you know, we go on, and the book is pretty alright from here on out. Oh, until the end of the book where Hulk beats the shit out of the Chitauri, and the only reason they win is because Cap calls him gay, and then Hulk yells, "No, Hulk straight!" And they beats the shit out of everybody. Okay, bye, love you.
Please subscribe to Phantom Motions. It would be frickin' sweet.